Welcome back to the Fourth Quarter Faith podcast where football meets conviction. I am Jake Lagna here with my co-host Jesse Shalalo. Before we start, hit that like and subscribe button, smash the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when all of our videos drop. Comment faith down in the comment section when you are subscribed so that we know you are subscribed and we can show you some love. But before we start, as always, Jesus loves you. All of you. How are you doing, Jesse?
Good, man. It's good. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. It was a good weekend for me, all things considered.
Even though it's rainy.
Yes, it was rainy. Summer is rapidly approaching, which is good. So that we can get to doing all the fun stuff and be outside, touch grass, and all that stuff.
Yeah, go touch
And
grass.
I did go touch grass. I did before I actually started recording. So, haha, thank you.
So did
Um,
I.
Yeah, it's
I work
gorgeous.
on
It's a
grass.
gorgeous day today, bro. 78 degrees. The wind's blowing just right so that it doesn't feel so hot. It's like
It was a good
perfect
day.
temperature. Goodness gracious. I
It was
wish it
a
was like that
great
all
weather day.
I need it to be like that all summer. I'm not gonna
It's
expect
not
that,
gonna.
but like a man can dream. But yeah, I'm the football stuff, like I said, we're gonna say this pretty much throughout the offseason. If you're watching us right now in the offseason, we appreciate you. Because there's not really much to talk about. We have a couple of stuff to talk about, but
We always
this is just
appreciate
gonna
you,
be
but especially right now.
yes. Um, but today is gonna be more of a ranking episode, which or not, yeah, ranking. We're gonna do. We'll get to that
Whoa,
point,
whoa,
which I'm
whoa.
excited to. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. All I'm saying is I'm excited to get to that part of the episode, but I'm excited to
Well,
talk
we got some
sports.
news.
But yeah, we have some news to talk about.
Unfortunately,
First one's unfortunate.
one of them's
The second one's
unfortunate.
actually pretty cool. So the first one, Josh Jacobs, star running back for the Packers, has been arrested following an investigation into a disturbance complaint from May 23rd and was booked into Brown County Jail for battery and domestic abuse, criminal damage to property, domestic abuse, disorderly conduct, strangulation and suffocation, and intimidation of a victim. This happened a
5
couple days
charges.
ago? Yeah, about 5 charges.
Yeah, he
Um,
got arrested. Uh, was it Wednesday? Was it Monday? I don't know. It
I
was.
think so. Yeah.
I think it was Monday.
So the NFL is fully aware of the situation. The attorneys have said that Josh has denied the allegations and that they are in the early stage of the investigation. And so they are just asking that people would ask for fairness and restraint while the justice process takes its course. Now, obviously, if you know our podcast, we are never going to be okay with domestic abuse, allegedly, if it did happen.
This is
We're
all
never
alleged.
okay with it.
We're not saying anything
Um,
certain. So
yeah, so I think more so than to talk about because I think pretty much it's cut and dry. Like Josh Jacobs is just like he made a mistake at a dumb moment. I'm not saying that to make it like I'm advocating for him, but he did make a mistake at the end of the day. Now, for the Packers, does this really change anything for them? Luckily, I mean, not to say luckily, but like it's June, so hopefully the process takes its course that they will still have Josh Jacobs come August. If not,
hopefully,
they're gonna have
sometimes this
to
takes forever.
yeah, if not, hopefully their backup running backs can be able to carry the load for them moving forward going into this year. I don't know the backups off the top of my head, so if Jake, you can look that up, that would be amazing. But
I
yeah,
was
I
just
think
thinking.
obviously, like I said before, we're never going to be okay with alleged domestic abuse allegations and things like that. Hopefully, and this all just comes back to we talked about it in earlier episodes how athletes, especially NFL athletes, really need to get help, whether it's mental or physical help, to be able to just be better fathers and better brothers and better people out there in the communities and things like that. Now, I'm not going to speak on Josh Jacobs' character. Obviously, I don't know if he's a Christian and all that stuff. I've known him to be at points in our me watching football, Josh Jacobs has been, at least in people's minds, a top 10 running back. He's hovered around top five. I think the end of his Raider days, he was hovering in that top five range. And then once he went to the Packers, it kind of dipped down. But he's always been like a top 10 running back in my eyes. So hopefully this doesn't diminish what a career he's had so far. But like I said earlier, yeah, if these allegations are true, I'm never going to advocate for that. And I just wish that Josh Jacobs can get the help that he needs. And I pray for the victim and that they are okay and that they are safe. So that's my 2 cents on that. I don't really want to push it any more further than that.
First of all, what? Why this? I don't know. It never fails, unfortunately, for the NFL to have a domestic incident each, like, almost every off season. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it's been for a while, as long as
Yeah,
I can remember. But yeah, I just don't. They My biggest, like, first thing I want to say, Roger Goodell needs to do something. If this is true, if I'm not saying it
allegedly.
is, if this is true, he needs to punish Josh Jacobs significantly, because otherwise, that's why this keeps, like, I think part of the reason, in my eyes, why it keeps happening, excuse me, is that they know, like, Roger Goodell isn't going to do anything. Like, he's not going to do anything for the most part to significantly hinder their career to the point where it might be, like, over. Besides, like, Ray Rice, that ended his
Yeah, the
career,
Ray Rice situation kind of, yeah, did its own thing. So
because
yeah.
I think that ended his career because there was a video, there was, like, literal visual evidence of him doing it.
I mean,
But
there's plenty of athletes we could talk about like in the past that have been booked or for serious, not that this isn't a serious allegation, but there are athletes that have done far worse and have the NFL has done their due diligence to make sure they got justice, like the Mike Vick and the dogs incident, or even Aaron Hernandez and this incident going on with Lloyd. So
he just needs to do something with
we've seen it
domestic
before, but I
violence.
do agree that there should be some actions to take place for sure.
This is more, like, specifically with domestic violence. Like, he doesn't do anything when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah,
Those two examples, yes,
completely
that's
different.
and Ray
Completely different.
Rice
Yes, yes.
were instances where he actually did do something, but besides those, he really hasn't, to the point where it would, like, alter people's
I mean, yeah, Rasheed Rice is probably a
actions.
great example of that.
Yeah, like, you gotta punish people for people to, like, change the way that they act and, like, their decision making,
Hmm.
because these guys are doing or these guys feel like they won't get in trouble. So that's never going to solve the problem. That's never going to help the problem.
Hmm.
So they got to figure something out with
I
this.
agree with
And
you on the sense that something should be done, but I think it should be more along the lines of getting these athletes mental health stuff or getting them access to getting that stuff, because I think there's the bigger picture is that there's a mental health crisis going on in the NFL more than people want to realize, because they're getting hit in the head multiple times. They're getting like we've seen multiple stuff about what concussions do to the brain or what many hits to the head does to your brain. And so I mean there's plenty of people out there who have proven like that they're getting hit on the head changes them, the changes their personality, changes who they were. So I think there just should be more focus on like being able to give these athletes the space to be able to feel everything they got to feel and give them the space to be able to go talk to someone that they need to talk to. Not to say that I don't think Josh Jacobs should not get justice for what happened. Obviously, these are allegations, so we can't say these are true or not. but I think there's should be more push on mental health because I think that's the bigger issue in the NFL nowadays. Not really much like, um, not to say that Roger Goodell shouldn't do something, but I think if he advocates for that more, I feel like that will be a long term solved solution to the problem rather than just like um punish one person, but then it still keeps happening.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying don't do that stuff, but like he does need to set an example. And unfortunately, if it's Josh Jacobs, it's Josh Jacobs. If this is true, it's just unfortunate that it has to be him, that he made these decisions to do these things if they are true.
If they are true.
But I do agree that they need to significantly push for the mental health stuff, because obviously that is an issue in the NFL as well. This has is related to this incident,
True.
and but like, yeah, like
Especially
both things
especially
are
for a running
true.
back.
It's just like at some point there's got to be an example set.
Sure. Sure.
But I
But I don't
do
think that should be the end all be all. I think that
no,
there
it
should be a
can like
longer
there
issue
should
being
be
talked
a
about.
hand in hand thing with both of
Yeah,
those
I agree.
things.
I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna keep repeating that, but
I got you. Yeah, I've been repeating myself the
um,
whole time. Obviously, we'll look into
what were you
this
gonna say?
more
You say
incident
something
or
else.
look into this more as more information comes out. But yeah, hopefully Josh Jacobs gets his stuff together because having not having him out there for the Packers could be detrimental depending on how it looks for this year.
Oh, and their
Um,
running backs are Chris, or besides him, are Chris Brooks, Marshawn Lloyd, and Pierre Strong Jr. And I think
is it
Marshawn
May?
Lloyd's the guy they drafted 2 years ago
I think
from USC. But the problem is, if this is true, I
yeah,
think the Packers are in trouble unless they can make a trade.
because they had a really good
Somebody,
backup in Emmanuel Wilson, and then he's a Seahawk now. So
because I
that's
did see the thing with someone talking, or Adam Schefter talking about how the Seahawks drafted Jadarian Price. They got Emmanuel Wilson from the Packers in free agency. And he's saying if this is true and they lose Josh Jacobs for no who knows how long, if for good, then
who knows.
they can call up, or he was like, maybe they can call up Seattle and be like, hey, we'll give you I think it was a 5th round pick, a conditional 5th round pick for
To get
Emmanuel
Wilson back,
Wilson. Because
that would
like
be
if they
interesting
lose Josh Jacobs, I'm not gonna like the running back depth, or the depth chart for the running back position in that running back room would scare me as a fan.
Yeah, I
Not
also
saying
just
these aren't good players. They're great. They're very good players
I
because
think
they're
someone
in
just
the
has to
NFL.
step up.
But
If that is to happen, I think someone just got to step up.
do you want
If
to
they go, I
bank on
agree.
that?
If they can go
I
get
don't even know who
Emmanuel
Chris
Wilson, go
Brooks
get
is.
Emmanuel Wilson. But I also feel like if you're Lafleur, you have Josh Jacobs, you have your running, you have your receivers that are gelling together at this point. You're hopefully gonna get Micah before the season starts. It really feels like, not to say that the running back position is like the least of their problems, but it kind of just feels like if they can get like a serviceable running back out there, I can get them a couple of yards a game, and then they have to rely on Jordan Love in the passing game. I don't see that as a big issue for the Packers. But if
I
they go
mean,
get Emmanuel
yeah.
Wilson, a win's a win. So who knows?
I mean,
But that's just me.
it's not the end all be all when it comes to what success they can have, because like teams have gone through committees and guys that aren't huge name running backs and been successful running the football. But
Shout out LeGarrette Blunt, Phillies
like
legend.
I don't know. I don't know if I could bank on just a room of Chris Brooks, Marshawn Lloyd, and Pierre Strong Jr., because I know at least two of those guys are, I think, I don't really know much about Chris Brooks right now, so
hmm
I'm just assuming that two of those three guys don't have much experience.
And I hear you. I hear you completely. I just think in the game of football, it's next man up.
I
So
mean,
it's
it could
like
work.
you got to do like if they let's say they don't get the deal out before August comes around, they're gonna have to be like, okay, one of these guys got to step up.
Well, yeah,
One of them
if
has to
that
do
ends
what
up
they got to do.
happening, they have no
So
choice.
exactly. So I think if they get
Luckily, it's
Emmanuel, like
June,
I said,
so
if they get Wilson back, that's
or
great.
May.
But I also feel like if they have to start one of these three guys, like they're just gonna have to do what they got to do. And I think they have a caliber enough team that the running back position will be the least of their worries, at least in the success. Now they have a very
I mean,
tough division to
hopefully,
deal
if
with,
they get Tucker Kraft
so
back,
yeah, hopefully they get Tucker Kraft back. So they have a difficult division to deal with the Bears and the Lions and the Vikings are all looking supposedly well. The Bears are looking good. The Lions are looking good. The Vikings are to be determined because we don't know what the quarterback position looks like. But um, I mean that could be a potential game. Yeah, it could potentially be a game changer for the Packers for sure.
I do like their defense. So I'm looking at their defense,
Of course you are.
especially getting after they got Zaire Franklin.
Oh yeah, they did get Zach Franklin.
They got
Yeah.
Edrin Cooper and Zaire Franklin as their linebackers,
Yeah,
on ball
that's gonna be
linebackers.
nasty. That's gonna be a nasty duo for real, for real. But yeah, obviously we'll look into more of the Josh Jacobs stuff as we get more information. But now we can move on to positive things. The Chargers are signing Derwin James, their star safety, to a 3-year, $75.6 million extension. With him making 25 per year, making him the highest paid safety in the NFL for the second time in his career.
By he's
Go ahead,
making
Jake.
point 1 million more than Kyle Hamilton. Hamilton's making 25.1.
It wouldn't be a fourth quarter fade podcast without a Raven
No, I
mention.
just saw that.
It
I
wouldn't
saw
be. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
because it
Uh,
says even with some
that
others
actually is
cashing
kind of
out,
funny.
his earnings still ranked fourth among safeties, trailing. Or
Mhm.
no, they're talking about his last annual value was 19.1. It says Kyle Hamilton's 25.1 and Kirby Joseph's 21.5 and Antoine Winfield Jr.'s 21. So now
Ooh,
he's the highest paid safety by that much,
yeah.
which is still the highest
But
paid. So good for
here's my
him.
thing on it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's really my biggest thing. Is I think Derwin James
He
has
deserves it.
proven to be a star in the league for a very long time. I think he's one of the nastiest safeties I've ever seen play football. I'm not gonna say he's up there for my in my list, but I think he's one of those safeties that like that man knows how to tackle and he knows how to wrap up and do some damage in the safety position.
I mean,
Now, am I gonna
dude,
say he's better than Hamilton or Antoine Winfield? That's up to your interpretation.
or
I think
Kirby
they're
Joseph.
all a top three in my
Depends on
mind.
what safety you like. Kind of safety.
Yeah.
Which
So I
you would
think
think is the best.
if
I
I
think
if
him
it were
and
me, I'd probably pick Derwin just because I know what I'm getting out of him. Nothing against Kyle and nothing against Antoine. I know they're good in their own respects. But
would you take Kyle or Derwin? Because they're
I'd
basically the
probably
same
take
type of
Derwin.
safety.
I'd probably take Derwin.
Like they're both big, they're both hard hitters. They
Mhm.
can play basically anywhere.
I think it's just the tenacity of Derwin I really love because he reminds me not like this, but like sort of kind of like a uh not a Ryan, yeah, I mean like a Ryan Clark esque in ways because I feel like when he was on the field he like his like effort and his tenacity were like one of them ones. And I know Derwin James when he's on the field he gives it his all every time he plays. So I know that 100% of the time when he's out there on the field I'm getting my best play out of him. Now obviously injuries and such have detrimented that a little bit, but um I think any three of those guys, if you said they were your favorite safety, I'm not gonna argue with it because I think they all deserve the top spot for what they can do and the abilities they have in the safety position. So
Everyone knows
um,
what my answer would be.
yeah, we know what your answer is, so we're not even gonna talk about it.
He's gonna win.
Um,
I'll say he's gonna win a Defensive Player of the Year award in his career. Hamilton. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but I think he will eventually. But what I was gonna say,
I got nothing for that.
you know it could happen.
I got nothing. I got nothing for that. I didn't say he couldn't do it. I said I digress.
But what I was gonna say is, I think I think him and Hamilton, Derwin and Hamilton, are the two best safeties in the league. I
Hmm.
just think that they're very similar players in the way of what I
So
said before, that they can basically play anywhere and they're basically like a joker. Like you don't know where they're gonna be. You don't know what position they're gonna be at. They could be at one spot and actually end up being in a completely different spot on the field. Um, but yeah, I just think it's the versatility that makes them both the best in the league, and they can also have the ability to be like a free safety and um play like the open field and play deep and be a ball hawk. But yeah, I think he deserves this completely. I think he is top 2 safety in the league, depending on like just who you like
how you
more.
feel? How you feel exactly?
Um, but yeah, I think it is the correct thing that those two are the highest paid at their position.
I
But
also think it's correct that the Chargers spent their money to make sure they kept Derwin James. I think that to keep that veteran,
you got to keep him. He's the heartbeat of their
what's
defense.
the word I'm trying to get? That veteran,
Presence.
um, yes, thank you. I can't get words sometimes. The veteran presence in the locker
I
room,
got you.
very important for their team. Now obviously, I don't think the Derwin James extension really moves us as fans to say that the Chargers are gonna do better. Obviously, this is great if you keep him because obviously, if you lose Derwin James, you're losing a pivotal role at the safety position. But um, there's still a lot of unknowns when it comes to the Chargers. I mean, is the line gonna be fully healthy? Is Justin Herbert gonna take a next step? Is their rookie running back from last year? I'm forgetting his name. Will he
Marion Hampton.
Thank you. Will Marion Hampton take another step? Will we see Lab McConkey take another step? Will Quentin Johnston go another way? Will David Njoku change the aspect of the offense? Like, there's so
Charlie
many
Kohler.
different,
Don't
like,
forget Charlie.
yes, Charlie Kohler, was he going to be, what his
Respect
position would
him.
be in the offense?
Not
Will
you.
Jim
But
Harbaugh make this team an actual playoff caliber team? There's so many different
oh,
variables we could go with the
I think
Chargers.
the biggest
So
thing. What are they going to look like without Jesse Minter?
yes, well, Jesse Minter is probably one of the biggest losses of the year, I would say, because you lose that defensive piece, you don't know what that's going to look like this year. So, I mean, there's a lot of unknowns when it comes to the Chargers. Now, obviously, now that we have Derwin James solidified as a starter, that's known. But now all the other stuff has to really set in place before anyone could really be like, oh, the Chargers could be a sneaky wild card team. Because I think at this point, I don't think anyone's picking the Chargers to make the playoffs. I think they probably will somehow make a wild card appearance, but it
I think
probably
they
won't
can
mean
make. I
anything
think
in the
they're
grand
good.
scheme of things. But I think you like I'm not putting any stock on the Chargers because I have seen this play out so many times and we've seen the ending. And Justin Herbert really just has to prove he's a playoff performing quarterback, especially for, and this is what we're going to get into our next part of our segment, which I'm not going to allude to. That part of it's going to be important for what we talk about. So,
But
um,
before you go into that,
yes, I'm not talking about that right now. We're still on this.
um, I do think the Chargers are good enough to make the postseason. Like I think they're a very similar team to what they were last year. It
I
just
don't know what I'm
depends
worried
on
about.
what kind of what or basically what do you say? Can Justin Herbert take another step? I think that's the biggest thing, and the defense. What is
No,
their
the
defense
biggest
going to
thing
look
is
like
can
without
that O line
Minter?
stay healthy? That's the
Yeah, I
biggest
mean,
thing.
yeah.
If that O line doesn't stay healthy, we're going to be in the same position as
But
we were
like,
last.
what is their? I think the biggest. I actually I think the biggest thing for the Chargers is what is their defense going to look like without Minter being their defensive coordinator.
I think the O line's a bigger issue because the
I
defense
mean,
was good, but they still got cooked in the playoffs. That O
well,
line wasn't there, and they were
defensively they
cooked.
played great. Their offense couldn't do anything. That's why they lost.
Sure.
They only gave up 16 points to the Patriots.
That is true. That is true. I won't deny that one.
Like most games,
That
if
is
you
true.
give up 16 points, you have
You
a
win those games
very,
rather than lose.
very good chance of winning that game.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like, I think that like you lose one of the best defensive minds in the whole league. You lose a defensive genius coaching your defense that took 5th round
Hold
corners,
on. Hold on. Hold
made
on.
them
That
look.
McDonald exists. Hold on.
I
Wait a
said
minute. You said the.
one of the best.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got that solidified. Go ahead. Keep talking.
I mean, I'm gonna say he's the best now,
I wonder why.
but
I wonder why.
you could make an argument, but he took
Guy just
5th
won a
round
Super Bowl. They were picking just
corners and made them look like Pro Bowlers. So like, is the new defensive coordinator gonna be able to do that? I don't know. I'm assuming they're gonna have somewhat of a similar scheme, considering how successful it was, but I don't know. I think the O line is the second thing, but I don't know. I think the Chargers are good enough to make the playoffs. It's just the determining factor is those two things, in my opinion.
They're like the last team on my list if I'm talking about playoff teams. Like
See,
like
if we're
like
talking
they're
making
teetering
it,
from playoff team to like just
I
missed the cut.
mean, they can be a fringe playoff team. Like they were I'm pretty sure they were the 7 seed last year. But
Yeah,
like I think they're good enough to make the postseason. I think it's a different story of like if you're talking what can they do in the playoffs if they're in the postseason and what success can they have, because that's a whole different discussion. I think it's very possible that they make it.
that'll just be a first round exit.
Yeah, I mean, I just think they're
I think
a
just
very
but
talented
you
team
have to think about every time we've seen the Chargers in the playoffs, they have played horribly.
and health. Health
More
is
specifically, Justin
2A.
Herbert has played horribly.
Yeah. And
So
I
there's
agree. I think he's the most
there
overrated quarterback in the league.
we cannot like sure, let's just go on a limb here and say the Chargers make the playoffs this year. I'm not putting any stock on them making any farther than the second round. If that, because
No, I
I've
agree.
seen this happen before. I've seen this story play out, and when they get to the playoffs, they literally don't know how to play football anymore.
I
Like they
completely
just
agree with that.
so I can't put any stock on them making farther. Sure, if you want to say they're a fringe playoff team, so be it. I want to see more out of Justin Herbert this year for me to see, and I hope Derwin James will be the enforcer for that to be able to give them that stepping way to move forward. So
I agree.
it
I think
all
they're a
will be with
fringe
time.
playoff team, but I don't think they do anything in the postseason, which is what they normally do.
All right.
So,
Anything
and
else you want?
people consider them a very good football team, which I would say
They're
they
okay.
are.
They're
It's
okay.
just when they get into the dance, it's a different story. But getting there, they can do it.
Okay.
Is it going
I
to
have
be
no
tough?
argument with it.
Yes.
I have no argument with that, but I don't know.
There's a lot of teams in the AFC that can make it instead of them, but
Sure.
they have the ability.
Any other things you want to talk about before we get to the next
Just
part
to
of the
get into your just
okay. Well, wow,
get
it's our
into the
thing,
next thing.
not my thing. It's
Get
our
into
thing.
the next thing is what
But
I meant.
anyway, for the next part of this episode, we are going to obviously there's not much news to talk about, so we're just gonna do our fourth quarter faith QB ranking. So we're gonna go from worst to best. I think worst to best will probably be the best avenue for us, just because once we get into like the top 15, top 10, I think this is where you're gonna see a lot of arguments from us because we have very difference of opinions when it comes to the top 10. So we're just gonna go from 32 to 1 and go from there, and we'll have a good time with it. So, um, Jake, in your honest opinion, this year, for what we know are the starting quarterbacks, who would you say is the worst on the list?
The worst starting quarterback. Uh
Cause see, if you wanted to go with, I
Ooh,
can't even say
okay.
Mendoza for real, cause that would just be
You
kind of
could.
disrespectful. It's kind of disrespectful.
It's not. He hasn't played in the NFL yet. I can see the argument. Not saying he's
Sure,
like bad
sure,
that bad talent wise. We just
sure,
never have seen him play in the NFL.
sure. Okay.
Just for the sake of like the time right
Okay,
now.
for the sake of the argument, we'll put Mendoza at 32, but I don't like that we're putting him at 32. And I feel like at the end of the year, he will be higher. He definitely will
Well,
be higher
yeah,
than
I
32.
think he will
He, he
move
should.
from
He should.
32.
If you're the first overall pick, he should be higher than 32 at the end of the year. But we'll see.
I think he will
Anyway,
be. It's just for the time of now.
yes. All right. So 32, we have Mendoza. Sorry, I'm gonna write this down because if I don't,
I
I'm
think I have my 31.
I'm going to forget. So Mendoza. All right. And then the second worst, I probably would go with Cam or Shador.
I was gonna throw in Justin Fields.
Oh. Well, here's the thing. Well,
I can see Shador though.
he's technically not the starter though. He's the backup.
Who's the
But he will
starter?
be well, he technically yes.
What court? Wait, I don't. Who's their starter?
Mahomes.
Oh my gosh, I forgot he
Yeah,
went to
you
the
still thought he
Chiefs.
was a Jet. Ha,
Who's
ha.
the Jets quarterback?
It's Geno Smith.
Oh my
Yeah, no,
god.
it's Geno.
Okay,
Yeah, we'll
I
Geno.
totally
Geno.
forgot for some
Geno.
reason that stuff even happened.
Okay, so
So
we'll
I
put
would
Geno.
probably say Shador.
Not Geno Smith.
No, I think Gino's better than Shador.
Shador.
Yeah,
We saw more out of Shador last year than we saw out of Geno this past year.
barely.
Remember, Raiders. You sucked.
The Browns also won 4 games.
I don't disagree, but they looked better than the Raiders for
Did it?
a little bit.
I think it's close. I could see either way, but I don't think it's as
Uh,
wide open as you're saying.
Also, I'm expecting more out of Shador this year on the Browns than I'm expecting for Geno on the
Oh,
Jets.
I
That's
I
fact.
I am. I mean, I think they significantly upgraded that offense. And I
Yeah.
think
Well,
they have a better O-line right now, even though they all haven't played together in games than they did last year.
okay. So then it's Geno and then Shador.
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
It's 31 and 30, so
That's true.
not
We're
not
arguing
that
about
big of a
not really,
gap
not for
there.
us. All right. So now we're at 30.
Or
Um
29.
32, 31. Yep, you're right. 29. Um
29? I'll do
I could hear Malik Willis because
okay.
that's just unknown, especially for the Dolphins.
Yeah, or
Or do you want to put Tyler Shook there?
okay. So we are going with Kyler, correct?
I agree. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Yes. For people who don't know, we are under the assumption that for the Vikings, Kyler's going to be the starter, and for the
Because
Falcons,
JJ sucks.
Penix will be the starter. Now that could change, and obviously that'll change our ranking a little bit. But
Okay,
since we don't know and we're doing this a little early, this is what we're going with. So bear with us.
what
Go ahead.
about like Brissett?
See
That's
what we saw.
tough.
We saw some good from Brissett last year.
Okay, I'll just go with
I say Cam. I think Cam's like has the
okay,
least
Cam.
like the
Yeah.
most to prove this year. I think, in my opinion. And then I think that's where we could go
Would you
with.
do okay,
Go ahead.
Cam?
No, talk to me. Talk to me.
I don't know, I'm thinking through it. I'd
This
say
is together.
Cam,
We're working together.
Shuck,
Okay, I'll put Shook next. That's fine.
or yeah, I guess we'll put Shuck and then Ward. I like Shuck, but I think Cam Ward is more talented than him, obviously.
So you want me to put Ward
Put
before
Ward
Shook or after Shook?
higher, put Ward higher.
Okay.
So put him at 28. So we're at
Okay.
27.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh, I'll throw
Malik
out
Willis.
Dart. I'll throw out Penix.
Okay.
Um,
I like Jackson Dart a lot. I would push him towards my top 20, but that's just me. And also, I think the Giants' offense is going to be a lot better than what it was last year.
man, this is
It's actually tougher than I thought. Now that I'm thinking about
Penix.
it,
I don't know, like Penix. Like 27.
yeah.
Because like I don't know. I'm looking at the teams. I wouldn't put Jaden. I wouldn't put Baker. Not Sam. Not Purdy. Jalen.
No,
No.
those guys are way higher,
Aaron
way.
Rodgers. I think is higher than 27.
Okay,
Uh,
I
Drake
love that for me.
Drake May.
I'm not gonna argue with it.
You got Drake May. You got Kyler.
Drake May.
You could put Malik.
I think this is a good spot for Malik. I think this is where we put Malik Willis.
So you want to put him higher than what did I say?
Ward, Shug, Shador, Gino, and Mendoza. I think that's valid.
Okay, we can do
I think
that.
that's valid. I don't like. I think there's a world where I think Willis could do better than all of those guys, and then there's also a world where he could do worse than that. But I think for what we saw out of him with the Packers, I think he deserves a little bit of the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, we can
So
go.
that's just me.
We can go with him. Why not?
Okay.
All right, let's
And
say
then
26. I'll go.
26. I think this is where we do Penix or Brissett.
I'm gonna do.
Whichever one you do, I'm gonna agree with because I truly, when it comes to this part, I don't care. So
I'll
you can just go
do
whatever.
Oh my gosh, but he wasn't terrible last year. Wasn't good,
But
but
neither was Penix. But it's just the end of the year. It
I
just
mean,
looked bad.
Penix was hurt though.
Yeah,
That's his problem.
that's his problem.
I'll do Penix Brissett
Okay, like it.
just because I would say like at least Brissett's available.
Okay, so
Like
now
and
we are
he's
at
I don't know, like 27. Like I don't know.
24.
I
We're
don't
at
know what you want me
24.
to do. So
24.
wait, who's 25?
Is it not Jacoby?
So we have what? Say it again. We have
So it's
Mendoza.
Mendoza at 32, Gino at 31, Shador at 30, Shug at 29, Ward at 28, Willis at 27, Penix at 26, and Jacoby at 25.
Okay, so
So
we
we're
got
at 24.
24. Give me do. I'll say Kyler
Okay. I
just
think that's
because
valid.
he hasn't
I think
played
that's valid.
in a while and he's on a brand new team. Like we don't even know if he's gonna be the starter officially. So
Yeah.
do I think he's
So we're at,
more talented than 27 or
for sure.
24? Yeah,
For sure. Yeah.
but he's got to prove it. So
I agree.
all right,
So we're at
23.
23. I,
Ooh, let's go. Oh, okay.
Cause see, the thing is,
Okay.
talk to me.
I have an
Oh, no. I don't like where this is going.
I'll just throw names out and see what you
Okay.
think. I would throw out Dart again. I would throw out
I could
Stroud.
see. Oh. Oh, wow.
Listen,
Okay. That's a
I know
fall.
Stroud is
That
talent.
is a
I know how
fall.
talented he is.
That's a
I know
major.
we've seen what we've seen from him.
From 10 to
Good and bad.
23.
I just think he was so bad
Yeah.
that I can't put him that high. until he shows that he
but
can
not
come
even in
back
the
and
top
play.
20 anymore?
Well, I don't know what else to base it off of. I know we've seen how great he can be. We haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
that in
agree.
2 years.
I agree. I agree. No doubt in my mind. That I will
So,
totally agree with.
it's tough for me to put him and like super high.
But then you have Bryce Young.
Bryce Young played significantly better than Stroud did, in my opinion. At least he had more flashes than Stroud.
Daniel Jones?
No, Daniel Jones was, I mean, before he got hurt, but
I'm
he
just
was one
throwing
of
out
the
names
best
too, but I'm just throwing out names too.
quarterbacks in the league last year until he got hurt. I don't know. You could put Dart. Like, I understand that you like him, and I like him
I'm
too.
very high on him. I think he should be significantly better than
He's
last year. And I
very
think his team has gotten a lot better than last year.
like the tough part of this right now at this point
It's
of the
all
list
unknown. It's all unknown.
is a lot of these guys are gonna be guys that don't have a lot of like pedigree or like experience, or at least like showing us how good they can be. They haven't done it yet. It's just
Sure.
talent and potential. I'm not saying I think Jackson Dart can be that good. He's also just got to be able to realize he needs to chill out a little bit
Okay.
and be a little more
I will put Dart there.
available.
I will put Dart there. That's the first one I disagree with. I think he'd be in my top 20. But for the sake of this list together, I'll put him there.
I mean,
But I
you
think he
could
should be better.
put excuse me. You could put what was the other one I said? I mean, you could put oh my gosh, cuz okay, Siri, shut up.
Hmm,
Sorry.
funny.
Let's just keep him there. I don't think that's a
That's
terrible
fine.
spot. It's close enough to the top 20 where it's like he's getting there. He's also hurt multiple times last year.
So are most of these guys down here in this list. Let's keep it a buck. The only one that wasn't was Willard.
Exactly. That's why
And
he's
Willard.
at this point of the list.
Sure. Okay.
All right, what are we 22?
22. If you want to put CJ
22.
Stroud here, you can. Just feel like we're about to get so much flack on social media if we put this
What
man
I just
not in the
don't
top
what do
20.
you guys want me to do?
Not in the top 20 is crazy
Like,
to me.
I mean, I
I
guess
see.
you could put
Here's me.
Bryce.
I'm comfortable putting Aaron Rodgers at this point.
I thought of that
I'm very
initially.
comfortable with Rodgers being 22. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. That's
Initially,
probably
he was the
respectable for him.
first one that came to my mind.
Yeah, I think that's respectable.
Okay, we'll put Rodgers there then.
Okay. 21.
21, we could put let's put who would we not put? I mean, you could put
Who have we not
Bryce
talked
Young.
about? You want to put Bryce Young here?
Could
21?
put Bryce. You could put uh yeah, I mean
I think we're very high on a lot of quarterbacks this year. Because that's why I'm saying the 10. I don't think we're going to get to a 10.
all right, just for the sake of
For the sake of
timing,
this,
let's
we'll
just
just.
do
I agree. I agree.
just put
Young at 21.
yeah, Young.
Okay. So now we're at 20. This is where I could hear Stroud. I think this is
Okay,
respectable.
put Stroud. I'm okay with Stroud here.
But CJ, my brother in Christ, I'm expecting a year
Get your
from you.
crap
You
together.
cut the dreads off for a reason. You're short haired now. We gonna lock in.
Get it together.
You're getting Tank Dell back. I'm expecting big things. I'm kidding. But nah,
And you got David Montgomery.
and you got Dave Montgomery, and your defense is really, really
And
good.
Nico
Your
Collins.
defense is so good. Their defense might be a defense that could carry you to a Super Bowl.
They have such
Goodness
a
gracious.
good offense too. It's just
Ay,
his
ay, ay,
play.
ay.
All right,
Anyway,
what are we at 20 or 19?
Stroud is 20. This is 19.
19. Let's go. 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19.
Trevor Lawrence,
Let's.
Bo Nix.
Sorry,
I'm
Bo
just
Nix.
Jaden Daniel. See, I feel like we messed
Whoa,
up. I feel like we messed up.
how did we mess up?
I feel like we're at like the really good quarterbacks now at this point, or maybe I'm tripping.
I mean, I mean, huh. Let's go. I mean, we're like, oh
We're
man,
getting
oh
there.
gosh,
We're getting there for sure. Um,
oh my god. Okay,
no, I think we said all the bad QBs at this point.
um, oh my
We can do
gosh,
this. We can make a list. We can make this list.
it's so hard.
We can do this. Okay, 19.
Oh my gosh, just pick somebody. Okay, let's go. Oh my, who are you thinking at 19? I feel like this would have been easier going the other direction.
Yeah, but we would have had more arguments and it would have been like an hour 15.
Well,
We're
I
just
mean, at this point,
we just can't figure out if what teams we have
exactly. At
decided
this
on.
point, it might be the same. We can't pick anybody.
Okay, Daniel Jones at 19.
Okay, 18.
19.
No, we're on
19.
18.
19. He's better than Stroud. Stroud is at 20.
No, I'm saying we're on 18 now.
No, we're not. Who's at 19?
Stroud was 20.
No. Yes, so we're at 19.
You just said Daniel Jones.
Yes, I said we put him at 19.
Yes, so that means we're on 18 now.
Goodness gracious. So then you
That's
make
what I'm
me feel like a
saying.
no, you're not. That's not what you were doing at all.
Because you said Daniel Jones, I
Um,
said okay. Let's do that. And then I
move
said,
on.
who's
I digress.
18?
Let's move on. Let's move on. I digress. Um, 18,
18.
18, 18, 18. Ugh.
18. Let's
Why does it feel like
go.
we're missing some?
I don't think we
Because
are.
we haven't said Stafford, we haven't said Brock Purdy, we haven't said Sam
No.
Donald, we haven't said Baker, we haven't said Jordan Love, we haven't said Jared Goff, we haven't said Dak Prescott, we haven't said Jalen Hurts, we haven't said Jaden Daniels, we haven't said Herbert, we haven't said Mahomes, Bo Nix. Bo Nix?
At
Or is that too low?
18.
We haven't said Trevor
Uh,
Lawrence, we haven't said Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, and we haven't said Drake May or Josh Allen.
okay.
Someone's butt's gonna be hurt. We
I
gotta make it.
know. I know.
Someone's
So we
butt's
just
gonna be
gotta
hurt.
pick somebody. Let's
We gotta
go.
suck it up and pick it, man. That's where we're at right now.
Um, all right. 3.
Did we
Okay, pick someone. 3, 2, 1.
Knicks?
Fine.
That's yeah, that doesn't feel right, but
18 for Knicks feels
it
low.
feels bad. That feels so bad. But I feel like we've settled the
Okay,
quarterbacks
it
we need to say.
feels low, but we'll run with it. All right, 17. 17. Dak.
Hold on. We did mess up.
What do
Are
we
we
do?
supposed to start from 31, not 32? And technically we'd be on 16 right now? Or am I tripping?
No, there's 32 starters.
So I'm tripping. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so we're at Knicks. We're at
We're at,
16.
no, we're at
17.
17. I said Dak. I said Dak. You could go.
We could go Dak. We could go Love. We could go Goff. We could go. We haven't said Caleb Williams.
No,
We haven't said Caleb Williams.
no,
I'm
because
just
he's
saying
top
we haven't
10.
said Caleb Williams.
Because I think he's a top 10 quarterback.
Of course he does. Okay. Um.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good with so 17. I I go Dak.
Who haven't we said?
You just said all of
Okay,
them.
let's go with Dak. Let's go with Dak.
All right, 16. I'll go. Daniel
Trevor Lawrence.
Jones.
We already said Daniel Jones.
When did we see Daniel Jones?
We said it after Stroud at 19.
Oh, forgot about that.
I think Trevor Lawrence might be the respectable pick here. That would be the respectable pick in my eyes.
All right, 15.
Okay.
We'll go with him. That's fine. 15, I'll say Trevor Love.
You already said Trevor Lawrence.
When did we see Trevor Lawrence?
We just said Lawrence right now.
What?
We said Prescott. We said Prescott at 17, correct?
Yes.
So 16, we just said Lawrence, correct?
I thought you said somebody else. Sorry.
Yeah, so now we're at 15.
Yeah, so Love or I don't know. Love or Goff.
That
Because in my opinion, I'm not putting any of the other guys at 15.
Purdy?
I know how good Jared or Jordan Love can be or is. I'd rather have a lot of a decent amount of other quarterbacks. Like I would put Purdy higher.
I agree. I just said a name. To be honest with you, I just said a name just to keep the plot pushing.
I
But
mean, we could
we
just
could
go
we
just
could
go with Jordan Love. We're in the top 15
I
now.
he
What?
Jordan Love at 15. I'd probably pick Goff. I'd probably put Goff there before I put Jordan Love. Jordan Love go a little higher. Just a little bit. I put Goff there. I think Goff is respectable 15.
I
He is. He is. Respectfully, he is.
I
Especially
mean,
because of all
what
the
it,
other guys we're about to mention.
I know,
The
but
Caleb
Jordan
Williams,
Love
the Drake
hasn't.
Mays, the Sam Darnolds. Like,
I
where else are we
know
going to put him?
Jared Goff has done more than Jordan Love.
By how much? They both haven't made a Super Bowl yet.
Uh, Jared Goff's been to an NFC title game.
True.
His stats are, I mean, his statistics are better.
Yeah, but he's been on a better team and he has gotten the farthest he's gotten to an NFC title game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, just
15's not crazy
you
for
could just
Goff.
put Goff. That's fine.
15's not crazy for Goff.
I just think
Plus, a
Goff is
lot of people don't
slightly
even know who
better
Jared Goff is at this point, bro. That's how
right
bad
now.
he is. Okay, 14.
Love.
No, he's higher. He's higher.
Who's
He's higher,
who's
bro.
who's
He's
14
higher.
then?
He's higher. This is where I would put Justin Herbert.
All right. I'm gonna let you take that.
I'm kidding. I'm
Justin
kidding. I'm
Herbert's
kidding.
14.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Nope,
kidding.
put him at 14.
No, I'm not putting him at 14.
Put him at
So everyone just
no, seriously, put him at 14.
why seriously now?
Put him at
Whoa.
14.
Hold on.
Because I want him to stay at 14.
Why do you want to stay at 14?
Why not?
Well, why?
Just put him at 14.
Okay.
All right.
We're about to
Love
we're
is
about to get
13.
we're about to get flamed on social media. Flamed.
So what? He's the
Herbert.
most overrated quarterback in the league.
Okay. Love is what is he? 13 now?
Love is 13.
Okay. Purdy's 12.
Who do we have
That's
left?
respectable for Purdy. He's barely out the top
Who do
10.
we have left? We haven't picked him. All right,
We
Purdy.
haven't
We
picked
could pick
Josh Allen. We
Purdy.
haven't picked Drake May. We haven't picked Lamar. We haven't picked Joe Burrow. We haven't
Okay,
picked
put Purdy at 12.
12.
I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
12.
And then 11 would be Baker. Have we even said Yeah, we did. Okay, cool, cool, cool,
Baker,
cool.
11, 10. I would put. Ooh. 10, I'd put.
I might have a hot take. This is where I put Jalen Hurts. I
Okay.
put him at 10. I put him at 10. I put him at 10. That's just me. That's just me.
I'll let you take that
That's
number
just
10
me.
there.
That's just me. That's just me.
I'll let
Okay,
you
well
put him at
it's
number
either
10.
him or I put Caleb Williams at 10. So what you want to do? You gonna pick your fandom or you gonna pick your wife? One or the other. Pick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Am
Oh,
I
whoa.
wrong?
Slow
Am
down.
I wrong? Am I wrong?
Slow down here.
All right then.
Um,
It's either Caleb or Hurts at 10. You choose.
well, you already said Hurts, so we're gonna go
You
with
want
what you
okay.
said.
All right. Hurts at 10. And then we'll put Caleb Williams at 9.
8 would be.
Who have we not said? Sam Darnold. I think that's a comfortable 8 for him.
I was gonna say. I was also gonna say Jaden Daniels.
We'll put him right above at 7.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get
No,
through this quick,
I'm just
man.
saying. I'm
Because
saying
now we're
okay.
at 6. We're at 6. So now we can fully like just get these out the way. Okay. So
Okay, who are you going next? Because I'm going Joe Burrow.
ooh, that's a hot take, and I like it. Let's put Joe Burrow at
I don't
6.
know how hot it is, but
Yeah, some people might say it's a hot take because some people put him in top 4 solidified. But
okay. So
um,
left we have Josh
5, I
Allen,
would
Lamar, Mahomes,
Matt Stafford.
Stafford, and Drake May.
Drake May goes 5.
Yeah,
I think May goes 5. He proved a lot going to Super Bowl his second year, so I'll give him that. And then Stafford's 4.
you could interchange those two.
Yeah, that could be interchangeable, but
Stafford's
I think
4.
we give Stafford his respect, so we'll
No,
put him at
wait.
4. No, he's at 4. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it now. Goodness gracious.
Whatever. I could put him at 3.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the top 3 is going to be difficult because this man, being the biased Ravens fan that he is, wants to put Lamar at 1. I'm not going to let him do
Well,
that.
yeah.
That ain't going to happen.
Who you putting at 1? You better not say.
It's, who you think I'm going to say?
You better not
Who,
say Josh Allen.
who you think I'm going to say? Huh?
Better not say
You don't
Josh
know who I'm
Allen.
going to say. Yeah, it's Josh Allen.
I'm gonna walk off this podcast right
Do
now,
it. Do it. I can do it by myself. That's fine. I can live with that, bro. It's all
bro.
good.
Come on,
It's all good.
Josh Allen is 1. Are
Yeah,
are
it'd be
you
him.
being
It'd be
serious?
him at 1. It'd be Lamar at 2 and Mahomes at 3.
Oh no.
This is currently. Mahomes for the past 2 years have not done well enough to put himself back at 1. But neither has Lamar and Allen. So I'm just going off of face value at this point.
Wait, Lamar or none of them have been done enough to be
No, I
number
said
1.
Mahomes. Specifically Mahomes. His stats have decreased than what he has put up
So
when he was going to Super
previously,
Bowls back to back to back. And
so
that's factual.
Allen or Lamar haven't done enough to be
I just said
consensus 1.
Mahomes. I'm talking Mahomes right now.
No, I'm
I'm not talking
asking.
about.
I'm
I'm.
asking you a different
I haven't
question.
got to your quarterbacks yet. I'm just talking about Mahomes. Why I'm giving my reasoning why I would put Mahomes at 3rd.
Well, I would put him at
That's
3 too. That's not my.
okay. So then, great. We're at the same predicament right now.
No,
We're at a crossroad
you
right
already
now.
said your
Wait,
choice
you already want to put Lamar at 1, and we know why.
because he's the best quarterback.
Caramba. And
I will. I'm not
and
even.
ladies and gentlemen, this is why it's so hard to record with the Ravens fan. This is my predicament.
Why?
No,
Why?
here's my
Because
thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
I have a quarterback that is that good.
No.
So
No, it's
a
not.
detriment.
That's not my problem. That's not my
So is
problem
it
with
a
you. My
detriment to my
problem,
opinion when it
my
comes?
problem
Hold on,
is that as good as
hold
the
on.
quarterback Lamar Jackson has been, and we all can say that factually, the top two guys we have here haven't done much in the playoffs. Period. I'm not even gonna disclude Allen in this conversation. Both of them in the playoffs have been absolute bad. And that's facts.
Well, I mean,
I said both. I said
people don't
both.
care about Josh Allen though. They'll give him a
Me,
pass till the day he
me.
dies.
You're talking to me, not the media, not your friends back home. You're
That's the
talking to me.
That's the problem though. Everyone is so skewed by that.
But you're not talking to them. You're talking to me.
Okay, but okay, then why is Josh one?
Because I think for there were higher expectations for both, but I think Lamar's were just higher.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think for how good of athletically, I think Lamar is one of the most freakish athletes I've ever seen play football, and that's factual. I think there has been more expectations set on him that he would already have two Super Bowls by now at this point. Now, I'm not going to argue and say that he should. Now, that's for you to make that decision yourself.
He's a part.
For Josh being like he didn't start. I mean, both of them didn't start off well, but I think Allen specifically, like his first year wasn't the greatest, and I think he really the way that Josh Allen plays Superman all the time on a team that is so bad, like like the Bills. Okay, sorry, God,
No,
because I know he's
I didn't think you
okay.
were just. I wasn't
Okay,
expecting that.
for his receiver weapons that are so bad, James Cook is good. Their defense is above average, and they have a great coach, Joe Brady. Not what his face is called, Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott. Yes. Um. So that's like it's more not the statistics, not the accolades. It's more of if I'm asking my QB to do if I'm asking for a like Superman, like doing everything. Not saying Lamar can't do that, but I have seen Josh Allen pull off crazier, and I've seen Lamar pull off crazier. But I would pick Allen over Lamar for that. But it's not off statistics. It's not off of accolades because if we're gonna do statistics and accolades, then we're gonna be sitting here all night trying to pick a number one. So that's me.
Oh, if we're
But I do agree, and I do hear that both the quarterbacks, Lamar and Josh Allen, both have not done well in the playoffs for any of them to be considered. Now, if one of them goes off and gets to an AFC title game, which I do believe Lamar Jackson has been to an AFC title game.
so is
I mean, win the
Josh.
title game and get to the Super Bowl,
Josh has
then you
been
can
to
hear
them
me.
too, I think.
Yeah, you're right. If they can both make it past that point and get to a Super Bowl, or at least one of them does over the other, and the other doesn't make the playoffs or gets knocked out of the playoffs, then they're concise, clear number one. But if we're gonna go off of athletic ability, then Lamar Jackson should be number one.
Okay,
But
I
that's what you're gonna go off of, and that's stupid because Josh Allen is also a freakish athlete in his own. It's stupid
what?
because Josh Allen is a freakish athlete in his own way because
I
the way
know.
that man can run and carry a football is insane. But the way that Lamar can get out the pocket and has the insane speed of a running back is also insane. So it's for me it's a dead argument because I don't know who to choose at number one.
No,
I'd rather do one A and one B and call it a day.
I think if you went off of statistics and accolades, Lamar clears.
I don't want to do that though.
That's what no, but you said it would you we would be all here all night. I think Lamar would clear that conversation. It wouldn't even be close. But if you're talking like leadership and athletic ability and I don't know, intangibles, I think it's closer. If we're talking accolades to statistics, I don't think it's close.
That's
But
why I didn't want to bring it up. That's
I'm just
why.
saying.
That's why I
I
said
had
it.
you said
That's
that
why I
point,
said
and I
it,
was
guys.
like,
Yeah, and I said that point because there was a reason for it. Because if we said the accolades and we said the stats, we'd be here all night.
I don't know. I think Lamar's number one for statistics, accolades. I think he's. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough to say, but I think he is a better orchestrator of an offense. I think he's a better passer. He is.
Brother,
He is.
brother.
If you wanna fact check me,
Please be so for real.
he has the
Go ahead.
highest career passer rating in NFL history. I think he's like either tied or just above Aaron Rodgers.
That's disgusting, bro.
Okay,
That's
what do you
disgusting, bro.
determine what do
That's
you use to
disgusting.
determine a guy that's a or at least statistic wise, what do you use to determine if a guy is a good passer or not? Or like in general, what would you use to say a guy's a good passer?
You can sling it farther, I guess.
Okay, I say he's the better passer. I don't think it's very like I think he clears Josh Allen, not by like what that usually means, but like slightly.
Oh my god.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry.
So
If
we're just
Josh Allen had the highest passer rating
so
in
we're
NFL
talking
history,
straight up delusion. That's what we're doing right now.
Jesse, if Josh Allen was the one with the highest passer rating in NFL history, everyone would be drooling over him as a passer.
They already are drooling
Say
over him
it
as a
wasn't
passer.
even close between if it was the roles were reversed in this scenario. They would say it's not even remotely close who's the best passer between those two. That's a problem. I just think the media just doesn't like Lamar Jackson. I think that's the whole thing. I just think they don't like him. But I'll come back to us. If we're talking best passer, I don't know what else determines that more if it's a concise number or statistics than passer rating. Because that includes everything. Or no, that's purely passing. Sorry. I believe. I'm pretty sure passer rating is everything. Or here, let's look it
Let
up
me
to
look
make
it up
sure.
because I am I am baffled by that.
Let's see what it. I'm pretty sure I had it.
A passer rating is a standard statistical metric used to evaluate the passing efficiency of quarterbacks in American football. It is calculated using five specific passing statistics: attempts, completions, passing yards, touchdowns, and interceptions.
Okay, so let's
The
do.
statistics specifically measures passing performance, does not account for rushing yards, fumbles, or sacks taken.
Okay, so yeah, and then quarter or pass or wait, QBR. QBR is situational impact, success on downs, distance, time remaining, field position, rushing, contributions, yards, touchdowns on the ground, sacks, fumbles, penalties for negative plays or turning the ball over, clutch performance, weighing in plays that occur in high pressure situations. So passer rating is purely passing. Everything that has to do with a passer or passer rating, nothing else. So I just think if we're talking who's the best passer, I think that's the best statistic to go by. Yards are good. Yards help. Touchdowns, yes. Uh, touchdown interception ratio, absolutely. I just think if you want one number to determine who's the best passer, it's passer rating. And a guy that has the best passer rating in NFL history for his career. I think it would be if it was anyone else on that list or anyone that was the top of that list, they would say he's by far he's the best passer. I know it's crazy. I know there's a lot of great quarterbacks in the league. I know. And I know it's probably insane from me, a Ravens fanatic, to say that Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback or passer in the NFL when he hasn't won a Super Bowl. I know that's the biggest thing when it comes to that, saying he's the best at anything. But that's my soapbox for today.
So where are we at then?
Huh?
We need a number 2 and we need a number 1. So who's it
Just
going to
go
be?
off of you because I know
No.
in the end you're gonna hate Lamar being one because you think Josh is the best. And a lot of people would probably agree with you if Lamar was one.
I am just of a person.
So
I
we'll
want
go.
to respect. I want to respect both parties. That's all I want
I
to do.
respect Josh. I just
So
think
I
Lamar's
no,
better.
you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You hate him
No,
as a player. No, as a player in the league, you hate him. As a person, you don't. There's a difference.
I don't hate him.
I said, and I'm gonna say it again because you can't hear me.
I can hear you clearly.
As a player,
I know.
you
I know what you're
disdain
saying.
from Josh Allen. As a person, you don't. You have no hate in your heart towards him as a person.
I think
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he's top 3. I think he's very of elite quarterback. I just think the media coddles him. I think the media
And then here he goes again.
hypes him. What do you want me to do?
I'm
That's
talking
the
about
problem here.
I'm talking about me and you. This is fourth quarter
That
faith.
determines my feelings on Josh Allen when it's the same crap over and over
Well,
with Josh Allen,
how
and
am
then
I telling
Lamar
you
gets the
something?
complete opposite.
But how am I telling you something and then you have 20 other ears chirping at you from the media?
Because I watch media.
Because we've talked about in the media, we don't care. At the end of the day, how they say about Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, we don't care. We've said that. We literally had a
I
conversation
mean,
2 weeks ago about when Lamar
I have
Jackson was getting scrutinized for not being at OTAs. And we both said it's just the media trying to get a bite at the apple about a Lamar Jackson thing.
okay, but
That's it. And we did what we got to do, and we're cool.
the problem is they wouldn't
It's
do that
crazy.
for Josh. They wouldn't do that for Justin Herbert because he did the same exact thing. They didn't say a word. The media said something about Lamar not being there.
And guess what? What did I tell you? I don't care. You don't care. Lamar Jackson would just show up to OTAs regardless, and he did. So it
I'm
doesn't
not
matter.
saying okay, but the way that these guys, like the difference in the way that guys are talked about and portrayed in like
But that's why I want to keep them both on the same playing field. We're talking about them as
how
if
can
they're
we
the
keep
same
them on the
exact
same
person,
playing
whether
field?
they're scrutinized or not. We
But
are
that
just talking about them as quarterbacks. We're not talking about them as people. We're not talking about their
I
character. We're not talking about
know.
whether they show up to OTAs or not. We don't care.
I
They were going to show up
know.
to OTAs regardless. So it doesn't matter.
Okay, but then what are we going to talk about then?
Okay, because this is where you're getting confused about. My point with ESPN and all the other sports media stuff is that they're gonna put out something about Lamar Jackson that is going to make everybody mad. But at the end of the day, it is just them trying to make money to do what they gotta do. Nobody, honest to goodness, if Lamar Jackson shows up again, then he's not gonna be talked about for another month. So at the end of the day,
What?
I don't care what ESPN talks about. I don't care. They're gonna put out something about Lamar Jackson, but guess what? At the end of the day, he still showed up to OTAs. So guess what? It was an end facts information. They talked about feelings, and we moved on. That's all it is. So when I want to talk about Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, I am not adding any media parts into this. I'm
We're
talking,
media.
Jake, we are two friends talking about sports, and I understand that's in the media, but I'm saying I'm not taking outside people and using their feelings about Lamar Jackson into how I feel about him as a quarterback. Period.
Okay, so then how do you
I'm not using Nick
formulate an
Wright's feelings.
opinion
I
on
don't care what
guys?
Colin Cowherd got to say. I don't care what Stephen A. got to say. I do not care what Shannon Sharp has to say about Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Okay. I'm just talking about the media in general. And
I don't.
this the media watching this stuff, watching everything we watch to determine what we want to talk about and
But
our
we're different
opinions
people. We don't have to talk about them.
formulate from us watching that stuff. Watching football games is media.
Okay.
That's
See,
part
Jake,
of it though.
this is where you're getting confused. I'm not talking about the football part of it. I'm talking
What
about
are
the
we
part that you were
talking
just
about
no,
then?
because literally I'm talking to you about the fact that you're getting we had a episode a couple weeks ago where we had a topic about the fact that they were saying Lamar Jackson wasn't showing up for voluntary OTAs. What did
Mhm.
we both say at the end of that conversation? The media is just going to do what they got to do to make money about Lamar. We know he's going to show up for OTAs regardless. So what I'm telling you is I am not taking the media's feelings about Lamar Jackson or their feelings about Josh Allen into how I feel about them on this ranking as quarterbacks. That is what I am saying. When it comes to football, that is completely
Okay.
different. But when I'm talking about their feelings to them, I do not care what they have to say about Lamar or Josh Allen. I
I
have
am
my own feelings and I'm going to postulate how I feel about both of them respectfully. We got it?
I
That's
got
all I was
it.
trying to say.
I got it.
That's
I'm
all I was
just
trying to say.
okay, Josh is 1, Lamar's 2.
Oh
We're
my gosh. See, now you're doing what I do. No.
What do you want me to do?
For the sake of let's make this podcast more interesting, we'll put Josh Allen at 2, we'll put Lamar Jackson at 1.
No, you already said the other one.
No, it's all good. Because in retrospect and in the reality is that Lamar in all metrics of the phrase is better. I would just pick Josh Allen.
I just
That's
okay.
why I said there's going to be differences in opinions. But at the end of the day, this had to be both of us agreeing. And so if I have to die on the hill that Lamar Jackson's the one, I'm cool with it. I would just pick Josh Allen, but that's not swaying my list.
Oh, you had this on here the whole time. I
Oh
was
my
just looking at
goodness.
teams the whole time.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, let me get the 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah, but
6. All
let's
right.
oh yeah, wrap it up. We'll
All
wrap
right,
it up
let's just
first.
wrap it up because I don't want to have another. We ain't going through this again. All right, so I'm not gonna go through all 32. You heard all 32, but we're gonna give our top 10 QBs going into the 2026 NFL season. At 10, we have Jalen Hurts. 9, we have Caleb Williams. 8, we have Sam Darnold. 7, we have Jaden Daniels. 6, we have Joe Burrow. 5, we have Drake May. 4, Matthew Stafford. 3, Patrick Mahomes. 2, Josh Allen, and number 1, Lamar Jackson. Let us know in the comments if you agree, disagree, or you think this list is a disgrace. And if you think it's a disgrace,
They probably think
well,
it's a disgrace. They usually do.
sorry,
But
that's our list, and you're gonna like it or leave it.
yeah,
That was a good debate, buddy. Good job. Good job. That was good.
I
That
just
was
have a
good.
I just have a quick question. I just have
Hey.
a question.
Oh, here you go. Uh huh.
Cuz now I'm like I want to make sure I just have
You got
want an answer
it.
for
Okay.
this. So, to formulate your opinions on things when it comes to football,
Mm-hmm.
you don't take into account any media, any anything like you read, anything you not I know some of it's like hit pieces and fake and
Mm-hmm.
people trying to draw up emotion and that's all it is.
I think,
But
yeah. Uh huh.
there's a
Uh-huh.
lot of
Mm-hmm.
like analysts, there's a lot of certain media that can like skew things one way or the other or
Mm-hmm.
make it one way for one person and make it another way for another. And that's
Okay.
my biggest that's what I was trying to articulate back in our debate was just the difference in treatment when it comes to these quarterbacks sometimes.
Okay. Totally.
When like specifically Lamar because I know people are probably sick and tired of me talking about Lamar Jackson, but I don't care.
But he's gonna say it.
If you look, whenever Lamar does something,
Mm-hmm.
like let's say it not show up to for like a off-season workout or has a bad playoff performance, and then you look at Josh Allen, if Josh Allen did that, if you
Mm-hmm.
look at his playoff game against the Broncos, people were blaming other people more than they were blaming Josh Allen. The guy had 4 turnovers. If Lamar had 4 turnovers in a game, they'd they'd be like massacring him in the media. I'm
Okay.
sick of like the like double standard that people have when it comes to like these guys and when it comes to like Lamar and then Josh and then Justin and then whatever, all these other guys. That's my biggest gripe, and that's why I
Other
got
than Mahomes,
so
because everyone's in agreement with Mahomes.
so up in arms about it earlier is because of that aspect of it. It drives me nuts as a fan because it's like,
Okay.
but like I just think like we're we are members of media,
In a way,
specifically
sure.
football media.
Sure.
So like when we talk, like when we to formulate our opinions, I'm not saying it fully determines our opinions, but it has an impact. Is the stuff that we watch, the people we listen to, the analysts we hear, the clips we see. Like I think that has a significant impact. I'm not saying it's the end all be all. We watch football. We we go in depth on certain things. Like we go in depth on our like football and watching it and stats and all that stuff. But I think that does have a huge impact on what we end up saying or in articulating as an opinion. But that's all I got.
Do you want my point, or do you want me to
Yes. Yes,
just
I
move
do.
on?
I
Okay.
do.
So the reason why I
Curious.
said I don't take the sports media into effect on my own feelings on quarterbacks or my own like NFL stuff in general, that's just based on me as a person and my character. That's just where I'm like, knowing that the ESPN and the sports media in general is so divided and so, let's give it a buck, sinful. People are going to have their different agendas. People are going to have different ways they want to spin a story to say things how they want to say them. Now, I just choose instead, I listen to it, but at the end of the day, like I can go and do my own research, do my own ways of finding out information without having to go to those same pundits or those same sportscasters day in and day out and be like, all right, let's go with the Lamar and Josh Allen example. I can go and look at Lamar Jackson's stats from when he started in the league up until now. I could go look at Josh Allen's highlights from when he started in the league up until now. I could see their accolades. I could see everything because all of
Mhm.
it out there is free reign. I could use all of that to formulate an opinion that I can make. Now, yes, do I take in other people's opinions? Sure. People have a right to an opinion. That's why we live in America where we have the free speech to say what we want to say. But at the end of the day, you choose what you want to do with that
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna choose like there's so many people who are saying so many things about the Steelers. I'm not gonna get butthurt about it. Some of it might be true, some of it might not be true. At the end of the day, I can go and do my own research and just be like, all right, let me go see what they said about this, and let me go formulate and see if that's a true fact or if they're just saying it so they can go make make a bank statement at the end of the week.
Yeah.
So that's just where I'm at for it. I think I agree with you in the sense that there is some impact to what they say because we are in the media outlet where we do talk about this stuff. But at the same time, we are, as Christians, set apart from those different sports places. So I think we can have a different opinion than those people that want to talk and bash those people's names. I think
Yeah.
that's where we can have like a difference in how we want to talk about things. So that's my view on it. That's just where I feel like as my own person, I want to be able to just be like, this is Jesse Shalalo's opinion, and this is what I have decided after formulating all the data that I've seen and seeing all the stats and seeing all the highlights, is that if I were to choose Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson to pick as my QB1, I'd probably would pick Josh Allen. No disrespect to Lamar Jackson, because I know what kind of player he is. I know what he could bring to a football team. I know um what type of player he is. But I think when I look at Josh Allen and I see not only can he really know how to throw the football, he also can be Superman at times and take over a game when he has to run with the football. Not saying Lamar Jackson can't do that, but more times than not, I've seen Josh Allen do that. I've seen him do it in plenty. He's had as many bad playoff performances he's had some pretty good playoff performances. Same with Lamar. As much as Lamar's had bad playoff performances, he's also had very good playoff performances. So I think when it gets to the 1 and 2 right now, which is where I was having a confliction even as we were talking about it, both of them could be number one. It really just depends on who you like more at the end of the day. So that's where I am when I formulate my opinion when it comes to the NFL. I listen to people's opinions, but I also can formulate my own. So that's my
I
2 cents
agree.
on
I agree. Yeah, I take in stuff, but at the end, I make my own opinion, and a lot of people don't like it, but it is what it is. It's
that. And if you didn't
based
have
on what I've
different
taken
opinions,
in, what I
we would
think,
never be able to do it. Yeah.
and what I know about football. So,
And if we didn't have differences in opinions, this podcast would never work,
no.
because it would just be like, yeah,
And
I
we
agree.
know
I agree.
ball.
I
So,
agree. I agree.
we
Yeah,
know
we know
ball.
ball. Yeah, we do.
All right, let's get
Anyway,
into the Bible verse of the episode right
please.
now. Quick.
We need Bible right now,
All
please.
right. But today's Bible
Bible.
verse of the episode is First John 1 First John 1 9 verses 9 through 10, which is okay, where'd it go? Okay, there it is. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us. Forgive us. Oh my gosh, let me start that over. I just screwed that up. If we
Dang it.
confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. If we say we have not sinned, we make him a liar, and his word is not in us. You got any thoughts on that, or
Hmm.
initial thoughts?
I'm just reading it one more time just so I have it.
So, basically,
It is self-explanatory, because he's
yeah,
just saying, like, from the initial, from what you're reading from the verse, he's basically saying if we confess our sins to God, He will forgive us our sins and purify us from all the things we've done. Um, now, I think 10 is more interesting than 9, because it's saying if we claimed we have not sinned, we make him out to be a liar and his word is not in us. Basically, that's saying that, like, if you are a Christian and, like, this is convicting me as well. Like, if you're a Christian and you are, like, in habitual sin, you're basically saying, no, I ain't sinning. I'm just living my life. I'm just doing what I want to do.
yeah,
And that's, like, where that could get, like, very, very dangerous, because that's like self-deception. So it's kind of just like you're thinking, oh, my actions are really that bad. It's not gonna hurt nobody. But at the end of the day, like, we have to understand the seriousness of the gospel, and that we are, like, making God a liar is crazy work. Like, us saying that we don't think our sin is bad enough is basically telling God, nah, you're a liar. Like, that sin wasn't that bad. And
yeah,
this is a dude that can snap his fingers and, and do whatever he wants. Now, we have free will, obviously, but if you believe in the gospel, if you believe in Jesus Christ, then we are set to ask for forgiveness for the sins, and He cleanses us for that. It also tells us that, and I was reading this in Bible study on Tuesday. We were talking about how, like, if the Holy Spirit is in you, you are supposed to be a completely new person, and I think that's so true, because if you are a Christian and are still doing the same sins that you were doing before you were a Christian, then you never really became a Christian.
Yeah.
Like you said the words, you did the things, but Jesus never truly came inside you because you decided to um
It's just an empty promise.
yeah, it's an empty promise that's never going to be fulfilled. So, this verse is inviting us as Christians to, instead of covering up our sin and like saying that it's not that bad, bring it out to the light and make it known to people. Like that's why I really do advocate for like being vulnerable with people as Christians is so important. It makes us come closer together as believers, knowing that people are just not living the perfect Christian life. Like we're all struggling and we're all going through different things. And it really does help us have an honest and growing relationship, not only with each other, but also with our Father. Because if we confess our sins to Him, then at the end of the day, we're having a relationship with Him by telling Him, hey, Lord, this is where I'm falling short this week. I pray that you can help me get better at that so I don't fall short of that again. And then the Lord with the Holy Spirit and you were able to help you try and push off that sin, if that makes any sense. So this is a really good verse. This is a staple verse for a lot of Christians to talk about sins and like how the Lord cleanses us of sin. So this is a really good verse, and I'm this is a good one, Jake. You did good.
Thank
You
you.
did good there, bud.
Yeah, yeah. What I was thinking is like what you were talking about, verse 10. It was basically like I was thinking like it's basically you're basically saying that you'd like you're saying you'd rather do things that make you happy than
Do what pleases God.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Like you're picking to be happy and be like, "Oh, it's not that bad. I'm just doing like what you said, like just living my life, doing what's making me happy
Hmm.
and what's giving me the instant or gratification or satisfaction that you want rather than doing what God says and what the word says and being disciplined and following God in the promise and like the path that you chose to go down, you're basically going the opposite way if you're doing that and calling God a liar, like you said. But it is like inviting set verse saying like God wants you to confess your sins to him. He wants you to be vulnerable with him. He wants you to do those things so you can become closer to him and your relationship with him can grow. Um and that he's willing, like he's a willing God to be able to give us the opportunity to say the wrongs that we're doing and that we've done and give us that forgiveness and be like, I know you've done these things. I know that you struggle with these things. I know even if you trip up, which everyone will, and you end up falling into certain traps or you do certain things that you know aren't right, that if you confess those things to him and you don't act like you're not doing anything wrong or you're not sinning, that he will forgive you and just like you said, like just ask him to help you with getting better with those things and to help you get through those things. And also, like you said, find people that you can talk to, that you can be vulnerable with, because that'll
Hmm.
only help you more. Because those are, along with talking to God about it, you can also have other people to have your back on those things. And if you trip up, then you can talk to them and help you through in that way too. So
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
say personally that having a group of friends that I can be vulnerable with, like as a man specifically, because in this society, men are supposed to be strong, don't cry. You can't really talk about your feelings too much. Having some really solid Christian friendships that I have now, where I can confess some things that are going on with me and confess some things that I don't want to talk about and not feel judged, but also get encouragement from them, like it's been a game changer for me, and I appreciate all of the friendships and all the people that have been really um willing to listen to me and listen to me not rant, but like basically just like go through the stuff that I'm going through.
yeah,
So um yeah, I don't take those for granted.
shouldn't, because
Yeah.
those are good things. Those are good people to
Mhm.
have.
And that includes Jake, y'all. I didn't mean to say that Jake and I have confided in each other multiple times. So it's not like we
And
we
Jake,
don't talk to each other outside this podcast. I promise you we do. Um but
yeah, we
anyway,
don't. It's not. We don't. This is the only time that we talk. Trust me. Not
no,
the only
stop it.
time. No, I
Stop
said
it.
it's not. It's not
I'm
the
about to
only
say I'm
time.
literally coming over to your house on Saturday. Like it's
About to turn
about to be
26.
turned. About to be turned, bro. It's his birthday. It'll be 26, brother. Like let's go. Let's go.
26.
Big 2-6, baby. But yeah. Anything else Bible wise before we wrap it up?
That's all I got.
No, man. That was a good episode, man.
It was.
Maybe let us know, guys, if you want us to rank running backs next week. We could do it, but we'll
Let's
we'll
just
we'll
go
see
through
what the schedule looks like.
every skill
We might
position
we might because I feel like at this point
and
I know
defense
like
for the most part.
later in the summer we're gonna start doing division previews again because those were fun doing them last year. So
Records, record
and records and all
predictions.
that stuff. So we're gonna get to like more stuff as we get closer to August. But I think this ranking stuff is fun. It gets me and Jake our blood boiling a little bit when we start
Gets the juices
ranting to each
flowing.
other about stuff. So
It's
but
all
yeah, let us
fun
know in the
though.
comments if you guys want us to see doing running backs or more skills positions as we move forward. But anyway, Jake, do you have anything else before I hit it with the outro?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. All
Let's
right.
wrap it
Well,
up.
guys, thank you so much for tuning into the fourth quarter big. Ooh,
You
let's
got
try
it.
that again.
You got
One
it.
more time. Zip. Thank you guys for tuning into the fourth quarter faith podcast. Like Jake said at the beginning of this episode, hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below if you want to see us do more QB rankings and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we drop all our videos. Like we said on multiple videos at this point, we are on YouTube, we are on Spotify, and we are on Apple Podcasts. So if you can't watch our videos, they are now audio versions on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so you guys can listen to them as you're taking a drive, as you're doing some background stuff. We're great background noises you're cleaning.
We are.
Like we're great background noise. So
We're
if you want to
great.
listen to us rant stuff while you're doing stuff, Spotify and
We're
Apple
pretty good
Podcasts is
at
the way to go.
background noise.
Anyway, we love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Until next time, that's Jacob Lagna. I'm Jesse Shalalo. Have a good night.